Good afternoon. It is December the, I don't know, December the what? December the 26th, 27th? 27th, because I missed the 26th. It's December the 27th. I hope everybody is doing well and taking care. Life is okay right now. Nothing special. I was watching Battleship. I think it's called Battleship. What's this called? Battleship. I was watching Battleship, which I've never seen before. It's more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And Rihanna did better than I thought she was going to do. So, it's a good movie. But I have a very short attention span. I can start a movie, but I can't finish a movie. Never have. It's not my thing. So, not much is different on my end. I'm still at the point that I was at before. Just more loose skin now. I see it more than I did before. I'm looking at it right now. I just caught my attention to all the loose skin on my legs and on my thighs. I'm not used to it. Not at all. It kind of, at times, it makes me want to stop the process when I see it. But I severely need to start toning, which means I need to start lifting a lot more than what I'm lifting right now. It is disheartening. It makes you feel like, why am I doing this? I'm actually defiguring, destroying my body. My legs and my breasts were my favorite thing about my body. No matter how big I was, those were my favorite things about my body because they always filled out nicely. And now with loose skin, I don't feel the same way about them. I just don't. I feel almost like I feel like I'm deformed. And I don't know how else to say it other than that. I am down 141 pounds. So that is a lot of loose skin. There's no way to hide it. There's no way to pretend like it don't exist. It exists. And that's something that we have to conquer when we're dealing with weight loss. That was one of my biggest fears before I started this process. I didn't want to start it. Because again, I love my legs and I love my breast. Those are my things that I loved about my body. Actually, first was my smile. My smile, I've had 3 strokes, so my smile is a little slanted now, but I still love it. I still think I have a beautiful smile. It's like this side doesn't go as high as this side. I have no control over that. It's just a side effect of the strokes. I never did physical therapy after the strokes, which probably could have corrected some of that, but I was so determined that I was going to get well on my own that I just willed and forced myself through prayer and through action to get better and get my voice back and get back my gait, my walking. Sometimes my left foot does drag a little bit still. It's not intentional, but it just does. Mostly when I'm super tired. And sometimes when I'm super tired, my speech still gets very jarged and my words run together. But when I slow down, my words are fine. So, I digress. I just want to tell you that during this process, when you're changing your life, whether it's weight loss or starting a new career or a new job or anything that requires change from you, there's going to be so many things along the line that's going to make you want to derail and stop that change because it's going to feel uncomfortable and different and new and you're not going to quite know how to process it. For me, it's loose skin. When I see the loose skin, I try to trick myself to say, oh, that means I need to work harder because that means I'm really doing something because I have loose skin. But I know in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, God, my body is looking nasty. I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make me feel proud. And most people don't say anything. My guy friend, who's been my ex for a minute now. It's sad story. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it as a problem. He's a man. He wouldn't. I don't know what to say about that. but I still have about 154 pounds to go. So if I'm looking like this now, I can only imagine what I'm going to look like 150 pounds from now. I have it all underneath my arms. I have so much, I don't want to show it, but all this is starting to be loose skin back there. It's everywhere. Everywhere. This was not supposed to be the video, and I have no idea how I've gotten on this topic for 5 minutes. That's insane. I must be upset about it, and I'm not dealing with it. So, weight loss, change, any change, you will hit bumps, hiccups, things that may try to derail you. But it's your job to stay focused on your goals, focus on what you've learned, and focus on what you know is good for you, and work on doing those things and commit to those things. And that ground that you're standing on that feels a little shaky and feels a little uneven will begin to stabilize when you focus on what you know you need to do for yourself. During this process, I've got so much other stuff going on too. You know, guys know I switched jobs. I ended relationships. I dealt with financial things. There is so much stuff that I've dealt with. I've dealt with family issues during this entire process that I actually, yeah, see, you can see it. It's underneath this arm. It's gross. I've actually gotten to the point where I have decided that when I feel not that much faith in myself and not that much faith in my choices, when I feel that way, that I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on what have I learned. I learned if I do these things, then I stay in line with my goals. I've learned if I make these choices for myself, I'm happier. So whatever I've learned, those are the things I stay focused on. Because I'm going to feel unsteady, and I'm going to feel uncomfortable, and I'm going to feel like it's too much. But when that happens, that's when I have to depend on my faith. That's when I have to decide, do I trust God more than I trust me? Because I do. I trust Him more than I trust me. Do I trust the knowledge that I've received from my trainers more than I trust my feelings and my emotions? Yes, I do. I trust their knowledge. 141 pounds is not bad. It's not bad. And 14 months is not bad at all. It could be better. But like I told my trainer, I'm losing based on my timeline that I need to lose on. If I continue to lose too fast, I'm going to have more loose skin that's not able to be toned. Not enough time to do the toning that I need to do. So, which he's not happy about. But he'll have to live with that. Because it's my body and I have to live in my own skin. So he'll have to be okay. So, whatever you're working on, stay focused, stay determined, and understand that you will have moments when you doubt it. You will have moments when you doubt, and you even question why you're doing it, because it's so hard. But you know what? If it was easy, you wouldn't want it as bad. If it was easy, you wouldn't feel as proud and honored when you succeed. You wouldn't feel as good as you feel when you make progress. If it was easy, you would take it for granted. And bottom line is, we have to work in order to get what we need and what we want. And working is good. It is good. It's therapeutic. It is fulfilling. And it resonates in all parts of our life. If we learn how to work for something, then we learn how to strive for goals and how to move in a direction that makes our lives happier and healthier and more pleased. So, my three tips for today. Let me think. Tip number 1, if you're feeling like it's too much, it's overwhelming, you don't know how you even got to this place, and you feel like you've done enough and your work is done and over, trust me, it's not done and over. If you're still thinking about things you need to accomplish, the job is not done yet. So when you get to that point, rely on the training that you have received. Rely on the knowledge you have received. Rely on the goals you've set for yourself. And trust, when you set those goals, you knew exactly what you wanted. It's just the work got a little bit hard. And when it got a little bit hard, it's easier to walk away from it. Trust me, it's not. Because then you're going to regret it. Because when you finally go back to it, it's going to be even harder when you go back to it. Don't go back to it. Stay with it. Be diligent with it. And move in the direction you need to move into. So tip number 1, utilize and focus on the skills that you've earned. Let that be your stable ground. Tip number 2, work on, no matter what you're doing, work on your emotional development. Work on you learning and loving yourself and accepting yourself. Weight loss is 90% mental. It's mostly what's in my head and what I'm telling myself and what I'm telling myself I can and cannot do. What I say my body does and doesn't look like. When I look at myself, I still see 463. And sometimes people still talk to me like I'm 463. I don't know. I just don't know. So with that said, work on your mental health. Work on your emotional development. Work on how you see yourself so that you can see yourself succeeding. And then the third thing is love yourself. Honor yourself. Trust yourself. You cannot hurt yourself when you trust yourself. Bottom line is, when we doubt ourselves and we doubt our choices in life, that's when we kind of undertalk ourselves and we talk ourselves into something that we really kind of don't want to do. So, trust yourself. All right, you guys. Love you. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful day. I definitely am going to have a wonderful day because I'm getting ready to go get a massage. I got my last session of massage today. And that's going to be interesting. And I'm bloated right now. Sorry. I have my last massage session today, which, I don't know. I may keep them. I don't know. I probably won't keep them. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I get an hour and a half, so I'm happy. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.